You already know. October series is around the corner.
Oh, yep.
Take it away, Taryn.
So sorry. Yeah, it is close.
It is.
We have gotten some stories, but we need more.
This is not a drill.
So
this is not a drill.
Everything, like everything that you can imagine in regards to stuff that scares you, whether it's I'm just rambling because you really just like threw it at me.
I love to watch you squirm.
APs, alive perps, or DPs, dead perps.
Yes, we need it all.
It could be folklore. It could be, this is what my parents used to tell me so that I wouldn't go outside when I was little. Like anything that makes you unnerved, send it in.
Send it in.
Short, long, funny, serious. All the things.
All the things. We need them, and we need them now. We need them immediately. So here's what you do. All you have to do is write it up, add all the details. We want it extra spooky. So we want to be able to like feel and imagine ourselves in the story itself. Then title it October Series and submit it to our email. What's our email, Taryn?
adviceunsolicitedpod@gmail.com.
And also, if you want to double up on scary stories, guess what? You can. We are doing scary stories on Supercast as well. So if you are already subscribed to our Supercast, congratulations. You're getting double the scary stories. It's going to be quite a terrifying month. If you are not subscribed, now's the time to subscribe because we are, again, doubling up on scary stories. There will be no sleep for Taryn and I.
No.
By the end of the month, there will be deep, dark circles under my eyes.
My therapist.
I'm already scared. So yes, write in your scary stories and get excited.
It's
coming up so soon. Today's episode is brought to you by BetterHelp. Okay, let's be honest. We tend to turn to some funny places when it comes to support, but not everyone is a therapist. Not everyone is the one. So find your right match with BetterHelp. Their therapists work according to a strict code of conduct and are fully licensed in the US. BetterHelp does the initial matching work for you so you can focus on your therapy goals. A short questionnaire helps identify your needs and preferences, and their 10 plus years of experience and industry-leading match fulfillment rate mean they typically get it right the first time. And as the largest online therapy provider in the world, BetterHelp can provide access to mental health professionals with a diverse variety of expertise. So find one with BetterHelp. Our listeners get 10% off their first month at betterhelp.com/unsolicited. That's BetterHelp, HELP.com/unsolicited.
As we all know, if you have any involvement with kids, whether you're a parent, an auntie, a teacher, whatever it is, kids are nonstop. And they bring some challenges, for example, mealtime. And that's why we are so excited to be partnering with Nurture Life, because they make serving healthy meals way easier because kids actually enjoy them. Nurture Life is a meal delivery service that makes nutritious meals and snacks your kids actually want to eat while giving parents the support they need to. So head to nurturelife.com/advice and use code ADVICE for 55% off your first order, plus free shipping. That's right, 55% off plus free shipping. Once again, that's nurturelife.com/advice, and make sure you use our promo code ADVICE. Even if you aren't a parent with young kids, you might have a parent friend who struggles with mealtime. Make sure to share our code so our show gets the credit. And remember, put your little ones first with healthy meals from Nurture Life.
Today's episode is brought to you by Google Gemini. Students get Google Gemini's Pro plan free for 1 year. But hurry, this offer ends soon. Sign up by October 6th to get free access to Gemini 2.5 Pro, unlimited image uploads, deep research, Notebook LM, 2 terabytes of storage, and more. Visit gemini.google/students to learn more and sign up. Terms apply. College students, do you know you can turn the most complex topics into simplified ideas? Or hours of research into just minutes? How about turning class notes into practice quizzes that help you get the big idea? With Google, Gemini can do all that and more. You can even turn long reads into quick listens, because what's better than a podcast? You guys, if I had this when I was a student, I would have been unstoppable. Probably would have had my doctorate's degree, okay? I'm going to be honest. I wasn't great in school. I had a very hard time retaining information. I did graduate by the skin of my teeth, but if I had the option of taking my class notes and having it turned into a podcast, I would have been unstoppable. I can retain podcast information like nobody's business. If I had this feature when I was in college, who knows where I'd be today? Students get Google Gemini's Pro plan free for 1 year. But hurry, this offer ends soon. Sign up by October 6th to get free access to Gemini 2.5 Pro, unlimited image uploads, deep research, notebook LM, 2 terabytes of storage, and more. Visit gemini.google/students to learn more and sign up. Terms apply.
Dude, I've never felt more like as my soulmate than the other day. We were watching something and it was like they were using the Force. And he was sitting on the couch and he goes, like he was trying. And I was like, literally me.
You're just like, that's the hottest thing I've ever seen in
Hottest.
my entire life. Bleep it, Michaela.
Michaela, say hi to everyone. Come in my camera, Michaela.
And that's why you should watch YouTube, guys.
Oh, are we recording?
Yes, we're recording. That's why I said bleep it, Michaela.
Oh, I was talking about my man.
I know. Then I got your back. I got you.
Hee hee. Oh, well, hi, guys.
Hey, everyone.
Hey, y'all. We're in the new studio.
We're in the new stew. The stew. The stew.
I just let you
I was like, is she going to help me out
Nope,
or not?
not at all.
She loves to watch me just fumble.
Fumble, flounder, yeah.
Fail.
Never drown.
Fumble,
though.
Flounder, fail. FFF.
Never drown. I will always.
No, she won't. She'll throw me the life
Always
vest.
rescue you.
She'll throw me the floaty. She'll pull me out. But
Yerp. Oh my God.
oh no.
My life flashed before my eyes. So, Ash.
Yes, turn.
For our start, me and Mandy have something planned.
You do not.
Yeah, we do.
You do not.
Yeah, we do. And by planned, I mean I sent her something and she organized it.
Okay.
Well, okay. So, you know the Basement Yard? I've sent you so many clips of them. I'm obsessed with their dynamic, their podcast, Joe Santagato. I've been watching since he used to do Idiots of the Internet.
I only know of him because of you.
Always show.
And
I love him.
From like back in the day. Back in the day.
Yes. You know what? Fun fact.
What?
You know how I love sliding into DMs?
You did.
I did, and we chatted.
Of course you did.
I think we had 3 exchanges.
Yes.
But one of my favorite things is the compilations of them doing just mispronunciations, whatever. And I watched a compilation this morning of them doing word scrambles. So I stopped watching the video, sent it to Mandy, and I was like, hey.
Oh, shoot.
Can you do a few of these for us? So basically, she's going to text us a jumble of letters, and we have to try to figure out what the word says.
Oh, shoot.
I feel like I'm going to be weirdly good at this.
I feel like
or
I'm gonna
terrible.
Be pretty bad, but...
So hold on. Let me pull up our text, Mandy, and then you can shoot away. Ready, set, go. Jimka. My camp. Magic.
I'm so impressed with how quickly you got that.
Thank you.
I had nothing.
Wow.
I don't even think I uttered a sound.
No, I was just going to say, I was like, Jimka, and you're just quiet.
I was sounding it out, but in my
In
head.
your head.
Thoroughly impressed.
I'll try
Okay.
to sound it out loud.
Thank you.
Ready for the next one?
Yes.
Okay.
Flee. Leaf.
Yeah.
Leave.
Good job, Ash.
Sounding it out
you
helps.
you have to be
Sounding
loud.
it out helps.
You have to be loud. Out loud thinking.
The anticipation is
All
killing
right.
me.
Ready?
Killing me.
3, 2, 1.
Necessary. Scenery.
Necessary.
Sincere. Serene. Reen. Scene?
Screen.
Yep.
Fudge. Yes. Dang it.
2-1.
2-1. Okay, I'm stepping it up.
Okay. Next one. Here it goes.
Oh.
Bubble?
Yeah.
Damn it.
Wow.
2-2.
You guys are good.
Tied.
2-2.
Okay. For the tiebreaker.
I'm nervous.
Toast.
Oh my gosh.
What? How did you get that?
Because
That was so fast.
I figured
That was
that
so fast.
I figured the T's had to be separated, or it was a 2T word.
It's ASOTT.
Yeah, we'll pop it up on the screen so you guys can see it. Oh yeah, if you if you're just listening, sorry. You're like, what are they doing? They're scrambled words. So like magic was GIMCA.
GIMCA.
Oh, okay.
Are there more?
No, that
No,
was
I
it.
won.
That was the tiebreaker.
That was stressful,
You
guys.
did good, but that wasn't. I feel like you would do better with those because it's not like ad lib.
No, for sure. That was fun. I actually really liked that.
You liked it.
Yeah, I did really like it.
Guys, I did an icebreaker that Ash approved.
I did really like it. And I think it's because it felt something up my alley. Like something that I could participate in.
You know what's gonna make me crash out right now?
These flies.
Oh
Guys.
my God.
If you are not in
My
LA,
ADHD is not doing well with this.
if you're somewhere where it's starting to feel like fall, I'm very jealous because it's not even like fun summer over here. It's like we're in the pits of hell summer.
Pits.
In Southern California, it is like blisteringly hot over here. If you're not in the water, it's not fun. And there's flies in our studio. And I'm literally going to punch one in the face if it comes near me.
When I tell you, like, I get distracted so easily. So the second it flies by, I'm flies.
I would say flies. I would say keep eye contact with me, but one's gonna like fly right in between.
No, it's gonna land on you.
It's gonna fly right in between and break our eye contact.
That's what just happened. That's why I said it, because it flew past you and I saw it.
Shoot.
What up, everybody?
What up, guys?
I feel like we need to like catch up a little bit.
I know. I just got back from Colorado literally last night and had the best trip.
You've been gone, like leaving so much.
I know.
And
I'm going to be honest.
Last night I had a second where I was like, does she realize we have recordings tomorrow? Like I knew you did, but I also was like, is she even here? I was so confused. So confused.
I'm going to be honest. I want to go back. I had the best time. Can
I go one time?
Yeah. I would. Okay. This wasn't a work trip in any way. We went to visit friends and like visit Jackson's family. And then we toured a wedding venue. And that was it. It was like really chill. And we went to Jackson's alma mater's like first home game of the year, which was really fun as well. It was also my first time going to his alma mater's football game just in general. So that was a big deal for me. The school he went to is in his hometown. So he has his family, his friends all have a lot. Not just like school pride, but like hometown pride.
There is nothing like small town that has like a school in that town vibes. Like it's so fun.
Not only does like the town of Fort Collins like love CSU, but he also went to CSU. So like it's just like deeply rooted in his blood. So like he said he had to go like get this truck that he bought and was keeping at his friend's house. I think that was just an excuse for us to go to a home game because he didn't have to be there to get this truck. Like once we got there and we were doing all this, I was like, did you
bamboozle me, sir?
Was this necessary? But yeah, the game was so much fun. We went and got me merch and like had a whole thing, and it was like such a blast. There was like a briskness. It felt like fall outside. It was actually like quite cold one of the days, and I just had the best time and got to hang out with the family, my future family, and see a bunch of friends. And just had like the really best time. And Jackson decided to drive there. And this is how you know, like, we're growing in our relationship. I said, no, thank you. And I took a flight.
I'm dead.
It is a 16-hour drive.
Okay. Yeah. Then no.
And I have done it multiple times.
Well, also, you've been traveling so much that, like, you're probably at a point where you're like, I need my routine, like, for 10 of those hours, like I can be working on my own stuff.
Yep. And I was just like, and the thing with Jackson that, I love about him is he's a go-getter. He's one of those men that's like, why would I drive and like make it a 2-day trip when I could just drive straight through?
Yeah.
And nap on the side of the road.
Yeah.
Kind of guy. And I'm just like, God bless him. But I didn't have it in me this trip.
No,
and I said, you know what? Good for you. Go crazy. I'm going to meet you there.
But also, like, I'm sure he probably kind of like enjoyed that.
No, he loved it. He thrived.
Especially Kinsu. Hello,
Kinsu?
Especially since you guys live together.
Yeah.
Like, now it's not that you're like, oh, I need breaks from each other. But I feel like you have to almost schedule out and prioritize like alone reset time too.
Oh, 100%. I made him a little snack bag. I
wifey
packed him like, because normally he loves to drive. He's one of those guys that like hates when I drive. So
okay,
I
is that
packed him.
like an all guy thing?
I think it's a most guy thing. Also, maybe a control thing. I don't know.
My man's is a little bit of like a passenger driver, not backseat driver because he's in the passenger seat, but
right.
To where like I told him like I'll get self-conscious about it because
Yeah.
he'll be like, you can get over, like, oh, you need to be in this lane, and I'm like,
drives me
do you want to
crazy? It drives me crazy, and then to the point where I feel like I start messing up driving because
yes,
I'm so aware that he
and then
is
I'll hit
watching,
like a pothole, and I'm like, it was the road, like,
and I'm just like, oh God. So
and I'm a good driver.
I'm a great driver. I'm a great driver. There's no question. There's no questioning us and our driving skills. But because he tends to drive all the time, I'm usually the one that's like in charge of music. I'm in charge of snacks. And so anyways, all that to say, I packed him a great snack bag filled with like energy drinks, waters, some like uncaffeinated drinks. And then I put in like a coffee and orange juice for like the morning time and like a protein shake and like a bunch of snacks. I did an excellent snack pack. I wished him well. And he was off. And I had a lovely little
flight,
2-hour flight there and 2-hour flight back, and it was great. And yeah, and we had the best time. And
he's
like
still driving as we
I ended up staying with our friends and at their house. He drove straight through the night, was there by the time I woke up the next morning, still at their house, and then he picked me up from the airport. And it was lovely. It was beautiful. I like woke up that our friends live near Aspen, and in this area where like I left my window open, and I do this intentionally whenever I'm there. Left it wide open, curtains drawn, because you will wake up and see deer just like eating grass outside your window, and it is so peaceful and magical.
Yeah,
it's quiet, like almost too quiet to the point where it's loud. It was so relaxing, and my friend had like a bunch of appointments that morning. I was like, don't even worry about me. I'm going to be here on this porch reading my book. And I will be unbothered. I'll be sipping my coffee. You're going to leave. I'll be here. You're going to come back. I'll be right here.
Yeah.
I was like, I'm a happy gal. Like, don't worry about me. And that was my trip. It was great.
I love that.
How are you, Taryn?
I'm good. I started reading a book.
You started reading a book?
I started reading a book. Not any of the books that I've started trying to read over the past 10 years.
What are you reading?
I'm doing a like book club with my sisters-in-laws.
Vanessa
is
so happy right now.
She obviously started it.
For
and me
sure.
And Julia are like,
I'm
ugh.
not even, of course she did.
But I will say, like, now we had a 8:00 FaceTime scheduled. Guess when I started reading? 7:45.
Oh God.
The way I was like, just like trying to read as fast as I could. Luckily, we only had one chapter, and I was able to like knock that out. But we're Regretting You.
Oh,
I haven't read Hoover. There's a movie coming out, which I've already seen the preview, so I feel like that kind of I know like the whole premise just based off the preview. But yeah, I actually like sitting down and reading that chapter. The thing is I love to read, but it takes me a long time to like actually start doing it. Same with showering. I love a shower. I will avoid at all costs getting in the shower. The second I'm in it, I'm so happy. I don't know why that's my personality, but
yeah, I think with reading, what's become great for me is I have to like leave it out. Otherwise I'll forget about it.
Yeah.
So like my Kindle or my book that I'm reading has to be like on my nightstand.
Yeah.
Or it has to be on the couch so that I see it. Otherwise I will naturally gravitate towards the TV or my phone or like something, because that's what I'll reach for first, unless I'm in the thick of the book.
Yeah. Then you're like, I can't.
Then I like can't wait to figure out what's going to happen.
I just want to clarify. I do take showers.
Yeah. I was going to say, I was like, interesting.
Do take showers. I'm a very clean, nice smelling person.
I'm very close to her. She smells great.
I just don't, I will literally be like kicking in my bed, like, I don't want to. And then I get in and I'm like, I'm like late because I was in the shower too long.
Yeah. Today's episode is brought to you by BetterHelp. Okay, let's be honest. We tend to turn to some funny places when it comes to support, but not everyone is a therapist. Not everyone is the one. So find your right match with BetterHelp. We've all done it before, turning to our barista, our hairdresser, or a random stranger in the bathroom for life advice. And as fun as they are to talk with about everyday topics, when you're looking for help about relationships, anxiety, depression, or other clinical issues, they may not have all the right answers. Instead, get guidance from a credentialed therapist online with BetterHelp. Share who you go to in order to solve your life's problems. I definitely tend to fall into the category of someone who tends to talk to people in their life instead of talking to a therapist. And I tend to take the things that the people in my life say as like sound advice, and that's not necessarily the case, you know? And that doesn't mean it's a bad thing. It doesn't mean like the people in your life have bad advice. It just doesn't necessarily mean that you should be like 100% betting your life on that advice. And here's why we love BetterHelp. Their therapists work according to a strict code of conduct and are fully licensed in the US. BetterHelp does the initial matching work for you so you can focus on your therapy goals. A short questionnaire helps identify your needs and preferences, and their 10 plus years of experience and industry-leading match fulfillment rate mean they typically get it right the first time. But the thing that Taryn and I firmly believe is that sometimes it takes a second or two to find the right therapist. And you got to find that fit. You got to find that perfect match for you to really get the most out of your therapy. And BetterHelp understands that. They'll let you switch your therapist at any time with no extra cost. And we just love that. They have over 30,000 therapists and have served over 5 million people globally. And as the largest online therapy provider in the world, BetterHelp can provide access to mental health professionals with a diverse variety of expertise. So find one with BetterHelp. Our listeners get 10% off their first month at betterhelp.com/unsolicited. That's BetterHelp, HELP.com/unsolicited.
As we all know, if you have any involvement with kids, whether you're a parent, an auntie, a teacher, whatever it is, kids are nonstop. And they bring some challenges, for example, mealtime. And that's why we are so excited to be partnering with Nurture Life, because they make serving healthy meals way easier because kids actually enjoy them. I know for me, it is a game changer and a time saver because when my niece and nephew are over, I can just pop them in the microwave and they're ready in a minute. Nurture Life is a meal delivery service that makes nutritious meals and snacks your kids actually want to eat while giving parents the support they need to. Nurture Life's whole menu is perfect for kids aged 10 months to 10 years old. Their fresh meals and snacks are delicious, nutritious, and fully cooked. That means they are ready to serve in just 1 minute. Nurture Life lets kids enjoy a healthy, nutritionally balanced diet while still eating all of their favorites like mac and cheese, spaghetti and meatballs, and much more. So parents can be sure there's always a healthy meal that their little ones will love. That's why Nurture Life is the top meal delivery service for babies and kids, and is even allergy friendly too. My last order included anything you can imagine, from peanut butter and jelly sandwiches to spaghetti to these little beef taco hot pocket things. And let's just say the other night I didn't have dinner and I ate those and enjoyed them. Nurture Life is raising the standard for children's food in the United States, one meal and snack at a time. All of their meals and snacks are designed by registered dietitians, so you know you're serving your kids food that's good for them. So head to nurturelife.com/advice and use code advice for 55% off your first order plus free shipping. That's right, 55% off plus free shipping. Once again, that's nurturelife.com/advice, and make sure you use our promo code advice. Even if you aren't a parent with young kids, you might have a parent friend who struggles with mealtime. Make sure to share our code so our show gets the credit. And remember, put your little ones first with healthy meals from Nurture Life. I went to my first football game of the season. I love football.
She does love football.
And that was like really fun. Football. And that was really fun. I feel like I have some concerts coming up. I feel like the summer was just so busy and work has been really busy. And so there's like little things I'm excited about. But I do want to share a cute thing.
Okay.
That I just told you, and I'm going to retell it.
I love cute.
You guys, I just feel like I feel like there were things when I was dating my ex that were like so hard for me, but I just put up with it because I thought that's like what was normal and whatever. And like a really cute thing happened in the midst of like I had a very emotional spiral. And he was bassy. So I basically just was like blowing up his text with like my spiral, like live action spiral. Yeah. Not like psychotic, but very emotional text about like really nothing.
And probably could have been read as psychotic.
Possibly. Thank God that, so in the midst of my emotional spiral about something I totally let myself get triggered over that like wasn't a big deal, I calmed down eventually. And once I calmed down, I like read them back and was like, dear God, don't leave me. And so then I wrote a text again being like, I am so sorry. Yes, I got my feelings hurt, but I'm overreacting. And like, I'm so sorry for like text vomiting on you, you know? Yeah. And he responded so sweet and was like, never apologize for your emotions. Like your feelings are valid. Just like such a safe place. And the way I was so panicked because I was like, oh my gosh, I just freaked out and he's going to see this and leave. Like just because I've had people that have made me feel like my emotions are too much. Mm-hmm. And it just was like this really beautiful, like he sent that text. And when I tell you, and I think this is why it's very important who you choose as a partner, because they really do have the power to either aid your healing or aid your damage.
Ooh, wow. That was worded so well,
Clip
Taryn.
it, edit it, post it, Mandy.
Clip it, edit it, post it, Mandy.
Because I read that text and just completely lost it. I was sobbing for so many reasons because I was just like, oh my gosh.
What it feels like.
Like that was so validating to like feel like you didn't look at that like dialogue and he didn't feel the need to like rush in and defend himself, to be like, you need to calm down. Like he immediately just went for like, why are you apologizing? Like it's okay to express your emotions. Like it was just like a really beautiful thing. And I look back at all of the times I've just allowed other things and it was just like very lovely. And I think the difference is like me and him are so opposite, and there's so many things that like I haven't gone for in the past and that I thought mattered so much. But then I look at like these things and I'm like, this is the stuff you focus on. Like
100%.
Someone that makes you feel emotionally like validated and secure and beautiful and all the things. And I'm just so, I just love this man.
That
I just love
must
him.
feel so good to have a moment to realize like that is what it's supposed to feel like. That is what like true love and respect is supposed to feel like.
Right?
You know, like that's what that's why we go through all of these bad relationships, dating. That's why we go through all of these experiences in life. It's not to like torture ourselves. It's to see what the bad looks like so that when the good comes around, we recognize it immediately and we don't take it for granted. Because like the second he said that, you were able to be like, like this golden moment of like, oh my God, this is what I've been waiting for. Yeah. And I think this is perfect. But whether it's him or not, like that's the goal, right? Yeah. Like you're supposed to take your experiences and put them in comparison to like what is happening in your daily life so that you can see what is good and what is bad. And like, that's the whole point.
Yeah.
That's the whole point.
And
that's
lovely.
So great. That makes me so happy.
Yeah, he's great. I can't wait to see him later. I haven't seen him for a couple days, so I can't wait to koala him later.
Oh,
and it's so funny because like he's so chill and he's so like mellow about stuff. So I don't think he even realized like how much that like meant to me.
You should tell him.
I told him like a little bit, but like I definitely want to talk to him more about it because, you know, it's hard when like you're a girl that comes with past hurts. It's really hard to find ways to like keep your current partner like from that wreckage that had nothing to do with them, but also if they're with you, they need to know you and they need to know like what you struggle with. So it's like it's a hard balance, but it was just like a really,
I love that so much.
Like props to him. It was really cool. Anyways, that's my update. I don't think I have any other updates.
I have an update.
You already gave your update.
Well, I have another one.
What else is your update?
It's kind of big.
Oh my gosh! Wait, let me take a sip.
It's kind of major, and it kind of threw me for a loop. Okay, and I'm only saying this because one, it was freaking hilarious.
Oh,
and it altered my entire year. And three, I need to correct this because I've said this on the podcast multiple times this past year.
What?
I found out that I'm 35. And I have said for the past year, and I've said it on this podcast, that I'm 36.
Wait, what?
I thought for the past year that I was 36.
Why?
Believed it to my core that I was 36. The other day, I was taking a assessment and I look over at Jackson and I was like, I can't believe I'm in my late 30s. That is so wild. And Jackson was like, yeah, man. And I was like, I can't believe you're like, I'm 3 years from 40. You're 2 years from 40. And he was like, I'm 2 years from 40. And I was like, yeah. And he was like, am I? And I was like, yeah. And he goes, whoa. Am I 37? And I was like, yeah. And he was like, no, I'm not. And I was like, yeah, you are. And he goes, whoa. And I was like, I'm 36. You're 37. End of discussion, right? The other day he texts me, he goes, Ashley. He was like, freaking out. Ashley, you are 35. And I was like, no, I'm not. I'm 36. And he was like, no, you're 35. And I was like, bruh. I'm 35. Or I'm 36. I'm not. I'm 30. I'm 35.
How does that happen?
I think it's because I did, for the first time, really ever, a half birthday. And I think it fully threw me off.
Because your half birthday, you're like, okay, cool, I just turned 35.
I just turned 35.
And then your birthday came, you're
and
like,
then my
I'm
birthday
36.
came, and I turned
Nobody
36.
else caught that? I'm terrible at dates, so don't look
and
at me,
I
but
totally talked about it.
Yeah.
I think we were talking about your age recently, and I was like, I'm 26, so you or I'm 36.
Girl.
I was like, I'm 36, so you have to be like 38.
That's crazy.
I know. I said it on here.
At least you lost a year and didn't gain a year.
I for sure, but also this entire year, I thought I was 36. I looked at Jackson. I was like, I feel so like.
You're like, I'm so
spry.
young.
I feel so nimble.
I'm so young.
Like
you
I can
say
do so
that
much.
with your thrown out neck today.
I literally tweaked my neck like a granny in my sleep last night, and I'm pissed about it because this happened earlier this year, and here I am again. I don't want to talk about it. Anyways, should we get into
the podcast?
Should we get into this?
Not it being 24 minutes in and all we've talked about is nonsense.
And you know what? I think people like our nonsense.
Yeah, they do, for sure.
They wouldn't be coming back to us every week if they didn't like our nonsense. All right, let's get into the tearing it up for today. This one is titled "The One with the Thermal Emergency Blanket," aka the most chaotic night of my life.
Oh God.
Hi, ladies. My name is. She phonetically spelled it out for me, which is I so appreciate. My name is Eilina, and you can say my name. I have been listening to UA for years during my hot girl walks or while commuting to college. You girls often make me laugh out loud. Thank you for all of the great advice and funny dad jokes over the years. Sending all of my love from the Netherlands.
Ooh.
I love when you guys tell us where you're from. Love it. I've been sitting on this story for over 3 years now, and I've received permission from all of my friends involved to write it in. I've used fake names for all of them to keep it somewhat anonymous. My sincere apologies go out to Ash. This might be a hard one for you, but you got this, girlie.
Potty talk.
Potty talk. Let me set the scene. It is 1:30 a.m. and the girls and I finished going out for the night and wanted to head home. There were 4 of us, Amy, Megan, Holly, and myself. Megan was sober because she had to drive. Amy and I were sober because we take medicine, and Holly was pretty drunk.
Love Holly.
We decided that we wanted to get a late night snack. To do that, we had to park in an underground parking garage. Amy said that she was very tired and wanted to wait in the car for us and maybe take a nap. This is safe where we live, so no worries. Megan, Holly, and I made our way to the fast food place nearby. After eating our food, we returned to the garage. Megan and I got into the car while Holly was drunkenly dilly-dallying a few cars back. We found Amy with a pained look on her face and a crumpled up emergency thermal blanket at her feet. I started feeling sick all of a sudden, she said. Megan asked her if she threw up, but Amy said she didn't. Megan and I looked at each other thinking, if she didn't throw up, then what could be inside the emergency blanket? It didn't take long to figure that one out. Megan's body had decided that now was the time to take the biggest dump ever out of nowhere.
Wait, I'm really trapped in the... So she pulled out an emergency blanket.
Yeah.
Popped a squat. And then
I think in the
wrapped
car.
So you basically wrapped a turd in foil and left it in your car.
I mean, maybe she
or she pooed her pants.
No, I don't.
Keep going.
I think she popped a squat. Is what it sounds like.
Why didn't she go up?
I don't. It sounded
it was
like it was
one
an
of those
emergency.
Sudden, yeah.
Poor Amy had felt such intense pain that she couldn't stand up. There were no toilets in sight. She tried calling for help but had no phone service since we had parked underground in the parking garage. The emergency thermal blanket, those thin plastic blankets that are silver on one side and gold on the other, she happened to find in the glove compartment, had been her only chance not to her pants.
I'm literally dead.
Once we understood what had happened, Megan and I made our plan of action. We had to dispose of the thermal blanket. I took drunk Holly on a mission
Freaking Holly.
to find a trash can while Megan waited with Amy. Drunk Holly was zero help. When I returned to the car, I found Megan crying, laughing on the floor, and Amy in a state of horror and disbelief. Amy had tried giving Megan the emergency blanket, and one of the corners had slipped out of their hands. Now the contents of the blanket were spilled onto the garage floor next to the car. What was happening? At this point, we were just delirious. Our mission to dispose of the blanket turned into a mission to leave the crime scene. I helped Megan reverse the car so we didn't make an even bigger mess. We collected Holly and made our way out of the garage as fast as we possibly could, but we weren't sure if that would be the end of it. The car we were in belonged to the company where Megan's father worked. Had there been cameras inside the garage? Would the garage people call the company or Megan's parents? Did we do something illegal? Fortunately for us, we never heard anything about this again. No police were called, and we could mentally recover from what happened. Nowadays, thermal blankets are iconic in our friend group, and this is a funny story that we can laugh about together regularly. To end this tearing it up, we want to formally apologize to the person who parked their car next to ours that night. Sorry you had to see that. Lots of love. Eileen, Amy, Megan, and Holly.
Freaking A, dude. That's rough.
That is that is straight out of The Hangover. That is the straight out of The Hangover. One friend really trying to figure the situation out. One friend a drunken mess, so disconnected, not even there. The other one sick and making a mess everywhere. So funny.
Woof.
You should really
sell that to
honestly,
a sitcom.
You should write that out and pitch that to someone because that is a movie or at least, at the very least, it's some kind of TV show script. Like, that's hilarious.
That's rough. That is rough.
Brutal.
Very rough.
Holly.
Freaking Holly. Holly had the best night of her life.
Holly
what are you
was
talking
just
about?
dancing, dilly-dallying. Today's episode is brought to you by Google Gemini. Students get Google Gemini's Pro plan free for 1 year. But hurry, this offer ends soon. Sign up by October 6th to get free access to Gemini 2.5 Pro, unlimited image uploads, deep research, notebook LM, 2 terabytes of storage, and more. Visit gemini.google/students to learn more and sign up. Terms apply. College students, do you know you can turn the most complex topics into simplified ideas? Or hours of research into just minutes? How about turning class notes into practice quizzes that help you get the big idea? With Google, Gemini can do all that and more. You can even turn long reads into quick listens because what's better than a podcast? You guys, if I had this when I was a student, I would have been unstoppable. Probably would have had my doctorate's degree, okay? I'm going to be honest. I wasn't great in school. I had a very hard time retaining information. I did graduate by the skin of my teeth, but if I had the option of taking my class notes and having it turned into a podcast, I would have been unstoppable. I can retain podcast information like nobody's business. If I had this feature when I was in college, who knows where I'd be today? Students get Google Gemini's Pro plan free for 1 year. But hurry, this offer ends soon. Sign up by October 6th to get free access to Gemini 2.5 Pro, unlimited image uploads, deep research, notebook LM, 2 terabytes of storage, and more. Visit gemini.google/students to learn more and sign up. Terms apply.
I have to say, this is a very heavy one.
Oh, no.
I know.
Uh-oh. I'm going to mentally shift gears.
Yeah, we got it. From making your life-size Hershey Kiss, basically.
No,
with the
not the
tin.
Hershey Kiss, Taryn. I was
With
shifting
the
gears,
silver.
so you're shifting it back.
Okay. All right. Okay. So this is a heavy one, but we'll just get into it. The title is My Fiancé Passed Away 2 months after we got engaged.
No.
I know, my heart.
Oh my God.
Hi, ladies. She put, I simply cannot choose between you all. I'm so sorry, everyone, that I did this.
It is your fault.
I did this.
It
I
is your
put this
fault.
pressure on you all. I have this need to be chosen over everyone else. So I'm sorry that I put that pressure. Please title your emails whatever you want. But put Taryn and Ashley.
See?
Okay. My name is but I'd like to remain anonymous, please. And she puts in parentheses, oh my gosh, she's here. Bleep it, Michaela. Hi, girl. This isn't easy for me to write, but I really need a place to vent, and I've always felt like this is a safe space.
Oh,
I know.
I'm so glad it can be.
I'm 21, and I got engaged in May to my boyfriend of 4.5 years. I was a fiance for exactly 80 days before my worst nightmare came true. My fiance passed away in the hospital from injuries sustained in a car accident.
Dang.
Since the moment I met him in high school, we had dreamed and planned our futures together. We tried to do everything the quote unquote right way by waiting to get married until after I graduated college, which I only have 1 year left now. We had our plan and timeline to build a home on his family's land. My entire future was made, and I loved it. He worked full-time as an electrician, did woodworking on the side, and volunteered as a firefighter. I worked 2 part-time jobs and attend college full-time, along with being the president of an academic club on campus. We were both working hard to build our lives together. However, now I feel broken, despair, emptiness, and distance. This got me. The only person who can make me feel better is gone. I'm struggling to find the motivation to keep working toward a future that now feels meaningless without him. I'm seriously considering quitting one of my jobs because it's just too much right now. I'm also struggling with jealousy and anger, which I hate admitting. I've nearly deleted all my social media because all I see are engagement posts, wedding showers, and weddings. A weird amount of people even have the same name as my fiance. Oh, and she shared his name, but she wants it bleep, Michaela. His name's And every time I see it, it feels like a punch to the gut.
Fair.
I truly believe people should share their happy moments online. I don't want to be bitter, but it's hard not to feel that way right now. It honestly feels like God is punishing me. I know that's not true, but in my worst moments, it's hard not to feel that way. I'm supposed to start counseling at my university soon, which I'm hopeful about. But in the meantime, if you ladies have any advice on how to keep going, how to find a reason to keep putting one foot in front of the other, I'd really appreciate it. Thanks for listening. P.S. I attached a few pictures of us. Oh my God, them in high school.
Oh, man.
There's our engagement.
Ugh.
They're just babies.
My heart hurts so bad for you. I don't even know where to begin, except with stuff like this. There's no rules.
Yeah.
There's no rules. If you need to get off socials, get off socials. I would. I wouldn't want to see stuff like that. That doesn't mean that you're weak or that there's something wrong or that fill in the blank. Like, if you need to get off, get off. If that's what's best for you, do it. If you need to quit a job and money's going to be tight and you have to budget pretty strictly for the foreseeable future, that's fine. If that's what's best for your mental health and your heart and your spirit, that's fine. If you need to pull the family card and crash with someone because you're quitting your job, this is the time to do it.
Yeah.
That's what family's for. And a good time for therapy. This is also a good time to like call in your best friends. Not necessarily, if you don't want to like talk about it, that's fine, but you can call them to help figure stuff out too. This is one of those things that I feel like there's no answers to.
Yeah.
And there's no outline for like next steps, unfortunately, that I can give you or Taryn can give you to like guide you back to a happier place. Only you can know what's best for you and what's best to do. The only advice I can give you is to surround yourself with good, safe people. Hopefully you have that, like family and good friends around you. You already know we're going to go with this, but I highly recommend therapy, finding a solid therapist. If you don't find a good one right away, please don't write it off. Just give it time.
Especially because you said you're going through your university. I did that too when I was in college. I did therapy through my university, and it did take me a couple. I had to find the right one. Right now, you're going to want someone who specializes in grief and loss, and I think that's great that you're going there, and I think that's going to be a really big thing. I mean, I don't even want to use the word nice because nothing about this is nice, is loss and grief and processing death is probably one of the most universal things that all of us struggle with and have gone through something. So with that being said, there are so many resources out there. There's so many books. There's I bought one of someone close to me who lost their mom. There was a really cool grief journal online that every day it has just something to kind of keep the processing moving, because I think sometimes you feel stagnant in it, and you mentioned that feeling of how do I just put one foot in front of the other.
Right.
I am so beyond heartbroken for you. I can't imagine what you're going through and what you said, you waited, you did all the things right, and then to reach that and then not get to experience that with him. I can't imagine. It makes me emotional for sure. But I think something that's really beautiful is you know how sometimes they say it's hard, processing the loss of a loved one is hard, whether there's different aspects of it, if it's through death or through divorce or a breakup, it's you have to mourn the loss of who that person was for you. The one thing I think that is so beautiful that you'll always be able to hold on to is from till his last moment, like he loved the crap out of you. And like,
Yeah.
he committed to spend his whole life with you. And like, I think that's so beautiful that you have that.
Yeah.
To like always know like that you guys like loved each other until like the last day you got to spend with him. And I know that like your processing is going to come with like different avenues. And one thing I know about God is like, I don't think he is scared of our big emotions. And I think sometimes like I hear people who are Christians like struggle with being angry at him and like feeling like they can't be angry at him.
Yeah.
I think he can handle it. And I think he wants you to process the way that you need to. So like, yell, don't feel guilt for like needing to process those thoughts and that anger. But I would continue to push through expressing all those emotions and really mourning the way that you need to, so that you can start to see like the other side of like grief, which is trying your hardest to find a new semi-normal.
Yeah.
I mean, like Ash said, it's so hard to know exactly like what to offer, like advice to offer, but I feel like I think right now you just need to be like so sad.
Yeah. And that's such a good point. Like, you're going to need time to feel these things. And I agree. I know you mentioned you're considering it, but sometimes that means quitting your job and letting yourself feel these feelings and mourn the loss of someone you loved. And I know we both know someone who recently lost someone very close to them and picked up, moved, changed everything about her life because she needed to. And she doesn't need to explain herself.
Yeah.
Just like you don't need to explain yourself. So if you have people in your life that you feel like you have to give an explanation to, they don't deserve an explanation. You don't owe them anything. I think this is one of those instances in life where you get to be selfish and you get to prioritize yourself and focus on healing. And I think you need to do whatever you need to do to get there.
I think too, something I learned, and like, gosh, not anywhere near what you're going through, but even like the last time like someone I love passed away, I really just had this insight in watching the way people approached me, where a lot of times like they're just trying to do what they feel like they need to do, or like they don't really know what to say. And I think sometimes during that time you almost need to kind of like turn your ears off and just like realize like people are going to not know what to say around you and not know what to do. And I think for your close circle, like, use your voice when you need or don't need something. Like, to your friends, be like, hey, can you come sit on the couch but not bring anything up?
Yeah.
Like, say it, you know? Or, hey, can we watch a sad movie and just sob hysterically together but don't talk about it? Or, hey, I really want to process this out loud. Can we go talk about it at a park? Or can we go to a rage room? Can we, whatever it is? Or, hey, can you drive with me to the beach, but then I just want to go sit by myself? Like, your friends are going to want to support you in any way that they can. And I think sometimes like we stumble through that when really like giving people a heads up of what you need is like so valuable. And like Ash said, like there's no like cookie cutter way. Like, you don't have to do anything. Like, you don't have to. Grief takes its own timeline. And if someone makes you feel rushed or that you're sad for too long, then those are not the people that should be your comfort. Like, you need to find the support that you need to find, because if you don't fully grieve the life that you thought you were going to have, you're never going to be able to accept the life that is still for you. And there's a lot that's going to come, but right now you're grieving. And I think you need to give yourself the space and time to do that, and just let your friends know what it is that you need.
100%.
Yeah.
People want to help, but grief is one of those things that people don't necessarily know how to help.
Yeah.
And I had a friend who lost her brother once and wanted to just meet up. So we got lunch. I didn't know what to do. I was very uncomfortable. I ended up not bringing it up. We just got lunch and chit-chatted and we left. She has brought it up multiple times that was very helpful for her. I'll go ahead and say I think that was a God thing because that wasn't a plan on my part and she didn't tell me that. But if that's something you need, it's okay to tell, like Taryn said, it's okay to tell a friend that you need some normalcy and you just want to go get coffee and hear about their life drama or hear about their boy drama or the dating or their work. You know, you just want to hear about that. If you need to go to a rage room and break some plates, tell a friend, they'll schedule it, they'll bring you, you know, like it's okay to tell people how to help.
Yeah.
I think people actually would prefer it with situations like this. I am so sorry that you're going through this. I cannot imagine. I hope you know that we're here for you.
Yeah.
I'm just like so grateful. My heart is so happy that you even feel comfortable to share this with us.
Yeah.
And I know someone listening has gone through grief and has gone through the healing process and this is resonating with them. So grateful that you were able to share.
Yeah. I wish I could like reach through this mic and emerge from wherever you're listening and hug you, but let yourself be surrounded, even if that's at a distance.
Yeah.
And I think you'll figure it out. Like you said, I think if you keep focusing on just that one step at a time, like don't think about like, oh my gosh, well, what about this? What about like just one baby step at a time. And I feel like with loss, it gets easier, but in different ways. Like it's always hard, but it becomes where it's like I said, that new normal. And I think this is going to mold you into who you are. Yeah. And he can always be a part of who you are. Yeah. You know what I mean? I really feel like even people listening, like if you've struggled with loss or if you have like advice, maybe we can like, when we post about this episode, maybe you can go just like shower her with love or advice or things that have like helped you, books you have recommendations of, support groups, all those things. I feel like we can like rally around her.
Yeah, maybe we can go the post on Instagram. Maybe we can all go there. So Anonymous, why don't you head over to the Instagram, and everyone, if you have any advice, tips, things that helped you, things that you know helped someone you know, why don't you share those in the comments, and hopefully that's helpful for you.
We love you so much.
We love you
so much.
We love you. Okay, we're going to do a pivot. So mental change here. This one is titled, How Do I Tell Him I Want Him? Hi, girls. Hi. I wish to remain anonymous, but I am 23 years old and have followed you guys since the Schoolisha days.
Ooh.
And roommate wars. New to the pod, but I am obsessed. That is throwing it back.
Throwing it back.
Also, can we just take a moment to recognize that Tate McRae watched Schoolisha?
Oh my gosh, I was not ready for that. When she posted that, I was like,
I was like,
subtle flex.
I'm sorry. What?
So your Beyonce has had your videos playing in her house. Tate McRae. Who else? All these celebrities coming out that are Schoolisha fans.
I have no idea, but I am just it's like unreal, but also mortifying just knowing what I looked like.
I was always the awkward character.
Like, no.
I was teacher Taryn.
Tate McRae looking so hot at her age. I'm just looking back at myself and just being like, dear God. Okay. Anyways, on to the story. She writes, now on to the story. I didn't plan that. I met this guy nearly 18 months ago on Hinge. We dated for around 7 months, and he always felt like he was keeping the cards close to his chest and pushing me away. I moved to university after 6 months of us seeing each other, and eventually the distance, lack of effort, and communication led to us ending things. I met someone else during this time, which I know he sees as me hurting him as flirting.
She moved on, and the guy thinks she did it intentionally to be like,
yes, you're so right.
Okay.
Not to make excuses, but this was after a month of little to no contact from him. He has also been in another relationship during this time. Flash forward to March this year, my new relationship ended badly, and this led to me reaching out to him on a friend's basis, seeking comfort from someone external to the situation. This quickly led to daily phone calls from him to check in as I was in a very dark place. Then I would go to his house at least once a week, and we would end up cuddling on the sofa, but nothing happened as I was still going through the breakup. This brings me to the end of May/June. I moved back home and conversations got more flirty on both of our parts, which led to lots of tension, and we finally kissed. I feel like we've existed in this gray area since, with both of us unsure, and I know I need to make the move for any sort of relationship given his past. I have kept our situation very private, and therefore cannot talk to any of my close friends for advice. But each day I know more and more he is what I want, to the point where I feel like I'm starting to fall in love. He has also changed a lot, prioritizing me more, better communications, and we are both able to discuss things that upset us rather than it all being kept in and building up. So I need to know, how do I tell him I want to be his after so much complex history? The end.
Okay. Well, I'm kind of curious. Why are we scared to tell our friends about him?
Oh, Taryn, I was going to say the same thing.
Very curious about.
It's very interesting. It's a very interesting little tidbit that you mentioned. Because
why would you keep it private from your you said close friends. So not even like, I mean, I keep my dating situation private because he's a private guy. But my close friends know every single detail about this man and what goes on between us because that's what you do. So keeping it private from your close friends means you're not telling anyone. And my spidey senses are tingling about that. And I'm a little worried about that.
Well, there's keeping parts of your relationship private, and there's keeping the fact that you're talking to him private.
But which is just talking to an ex, which means like they're not fans.
Yeah, which means you're intentionally hiding the fact that you're talking to him.
Or you're embarrassed that you're talking to him because you told the process of getting over him and moving on was so
big.
Or you're scared you're going to be judged for moving on so fast.
And here's the thing.
Either way, though, your close friends are the people like you tell where the bodies are.
Yeah. And here's the thing. There's no wrong answer. If you want to get back together with him, that's fine.
Unless he's the worst.
I just think if you're trying to hide it, I would want to ask myself why. If it's because I'm embarrassed because I'm getting back together with my ex, I would want to know, why am I embarrassed? Am I embarrassed because I made such a big scene before? Now I'm getting back together with him. That's fine. That's something I can get over. I can deal with that. If I'm embarrassed because he's not a great person and I'm getting back together with him, that's a red flag.
Because I've had so many friends get back with a person that I genuinely thought was the worst. And I have said my piece and then I silently support unless something comes up, and then I'll speak my mind. To this day, and honestly, more recently, it actually happened. I've really only had one friend where I've ever said, I do not think you should be with this man. I'm actually concerned about you. Yeah. Like, most of it is like, not a big fan of his.
Yeah.
Don't agree with how he treats you.
Yeah.
He sucks, but you love him for some reason, and I'm going to support you.
But
so
you're my bestie. I've got your back.
Yes. So that would be my first thing, is I really feel like we need to evaluate why it is we feel the need to keep him a secret.
But that's that one note. Yeah.
I do think, though, it seems very clear that you guys are both. I know you said he's dated someone between you guys. I don't know if that, so like dated past tense, right? Like he's not with someone.
It seems like they've both.
Okay.
They're both single now and available.
Then honestly, if you've dated this person, that should mean that there was at point at one point, like a closeness. You guys obviously talk all the time now. I am a little more like upfront about stuff, but I personally would just ask to hang out, and I would hit him with the, hey, what are we doing? What is this?
Yeah.
Like, we've been hanging out a lot. I feel like there's been tension and flirtiness. Like, we kissed. I just want to make sure, like, moving forward, we're just both open with what this is and on the same page.
Yeah.
I would just say it. Like, it'd be one thing if it was just the flirty text every once in a while, but it's like you say you're daily talking on the phone.
Yeah.
You go to his place, cuddle on the couch, and now you've made out.
Yeah.
Like, you're past the point where this should be awkward or out of nowhere.
Yeah. I forget who said this once. It might have been you, Taryn. It might have been someone else. But I think using the phrasing of, hey, I know we have officially like made out. I want to make sure that I'm like on the same page here. Are you just trying to be friends? Was that like a one-time thing, or are you trying to be more? Because I want to keep my like feelings in check.
Yeah.
If you are just trying to be friends, and if you are just trying to be friends, we can't just be like casually making out, you know? And
or you can, as long as you also are aware that this is not going anywhere. But you
gotta
sound
get
like
on
you've
the same
caught
page.
feelings.
Yeah, you said you're falling.
Yeah. So and then because I'm not usually a fan of people breaking up and getting back together. That's solely based off of what I have personally witnessed.
Does it happen all the time?
Does it happen and successfully? Absolutely.
Yes.
But I do think the only way it happens successfully is if both people are able to like literally start a fresh new relationship and the communication is incredibly clear and honest and open. So if you are going to start this up with this guy, you should be able to say like, hey, what's going on? Is this happening? The next conversation immediately needs to be, okay, let's talk through why this didn't work and why it is different now. And like, what are both of our, like, what are we going into this wanting and expecting?
Yeah.
So I think you need to clearly communicate. You need to talk to your friends about it because you should at least be open to hearing other opinions. And then I say, just like, go for it. And if you go for it and he seems nonchalant or he seems like he's just like messing around, then create boundaries and distance if needed.
I was going to say, like, the cool thing about this situation is you can have as much control as you give yourself, right? Like, if you want to risk getting your heart broken, then you can put it all on the line. If you don't want to risk getting your heart broken, then you can like pull back a bit and like see where that goes. That's dating, right? So if you are worried at all about him, pull back.
Yeah.
Pull back. That's the smart move. That's the easy move. That's the no risk taken move. If you are falling for this guy and you feel like he's in it as well, obviously only you know this. We're just innocent bystanders over here just watching from afar. And you feel like it's worth throwing all the cards in, like, go for it. If you do want to go for it and tell him that you're all in, which it sounds like that's what you're kind of interested in, and that was the big question here. What's a fun way to ask? Should we come up with like a clever way to ask?
I just would be like, so
are you gonna make me your girlfriend?
Are you trying to date me again, or are you just trying to hit this? Like, just be like funny, like. Just ask him. Just like straight up ask. Like that's what I was getting at is like, this is not I have a crush on him. I think he likes me. How do I make the first move? This is we dated.
Yeah.
Period. Now we're like hanging out and we just kissed. Like this is not a scary thing.
Oh.
It's just he might be like, oh, I'm not looking for something serious. And then you need to be like, then am I willing to continue this or not?
Yeah. The next time he like asks you to come over or something like that, you should be like, you know, I'm not yours until you ask me to be your girlfriend, right? Something along those lines. What? I thought that was good.
Why? You're trying to fight him?
No.
Hey, want to come over? I'm not yours unless you ask me to be your girlfriend.
No, I meant in a fun, flirty way. Okay, maybe say it in person. Maybe not over text.
I love you, Ash.
No.
I know. No, you're right. It should be funny, but it should be more, that would be more funny is if he's like, oh, like you got something without me, and be like, I don't have to consider your feelings until you tie this up. Like, you know what I mean? Lock this down.
I meant it more in like a. I meant it more. There's got to be a more better way to say it.
I know what you're saying. It's more like like you want me to clear my schedule for you? Like, what do I get out of this? Like, but I think honestly, I feel like she said they've been really flirty. So I'm assuming like the flirty talk is there. So now it's just, okay, is this just flirting or is this going somewhere? And I feel like you just need to say it.
Yeah. maybe just be like, honestly, maybe maybe like what we were talking about with MJ, the guys appreciating the bluntness.
Yeah.
Maybe just be like, so I don't know about you, but like I'm in this and zero pressure, but I need you to know like I'm in this and I'm not seeing anybody else. And just kind of like see how he reacts. See what he says. If he like doesn't say anything back or tell you anything, there's a lot to be said there. If he does react in a good way, awesome. If he's like, oh, okay, cool, and doesn't give you much, that says a lot too. It's like he doesn't have to say that he's in this too for you to get a response and an answer. You know what I mean?
I personally love asking guys blunt questions and then letting them squirm.
Yeah,
that's why like just so like, what are we doing here? Or being like, so is this just because you're bored, or like, is this like, are we in the sequel? Like,
I specifically remember asking Jackson if I was his girlfriend because he never asked me.
Yeah.
He literally never asked me. And I remember at one point being like, I am. I 100% am. And this guy's not asking me. So I finally at one point asked him and he was like, yeah, that sounds about right. And I was just like, and he had this big smile on his face. And I was just like, you're supposed to,
hello,
you're supposed to ask me. And his reaction was good. Like I saw the giant smile on his face, his response being like, yes, like that was a good reaction. And so even if he's not giving you the whole, like, will you be my girlfriend? The reaction is telling. And I think if you ask a very specific question and sit back, you'll see what you need to see. And then you go from there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You got this.
You got this. Just do it. Just do it.
I really just feel like it's like, and honestly, like from our first story, like life is so short. And I think we spend so much time like worrying about stuff that in reality, it's like,
not
if
important.
it's not like bettering you as a person or like worth your time and space, like either, I think I've always had that opinion. I'm like,
if it's not serving you,
I'll ask straight up because I'm like, I just need to know. And if it's a no, perfect. Like then I'm going to move on.
just let me know so I can plan accordingly and make other arrangements. Because a girl's got to know.
Off. The fly was on my water.
The freaking fly. I'm going to punch him.
They're both right there, literally taunting me.
He's really going to karate chop him
in
the face.
But yeah, please let us know how this goes because you got this.
I know. If you could give us an update like ASAP. ASAP.
I do need to know.
Would love.
All right. You know what I just realized? I did not end the last episode in a dad joke. I think I was just swept away because MJ was here. And
she was mesmerizing.
Yeah, she's great.
She also had perfect skin.
Her skin was so perfect.
I was just staring at it the whole time.
Her like vocabulary and the way she speaks. I say so much.
The ums and literallys. The amount of ums and literallys that come out of my mouth is appalling. Literally. I hate it. Oh man. Anytime I'm editing
like
my
her
stuff.
Her boldness, I was like, I could never.
God damn. I was just
the way I've let men just walk all over me.
Oh man, trample.
I wish they feared me.
They're like stepping on my foot and I'm like, oh, do you need anything else?
Oh, I'm so sorry. I put my foot there. My bad. Okay, so here's the dad joke. How do trees get on the internet?
Something.
Did you hear my stomach?
Something. Web. Interweb. No, I don't know.
They log in.
Ah, man. That was good. How do you keep finding new ones?
It takes a long time. A lot of scrolling.
I keep waiting for you to run out.
A lot of scrolling.
Guys, if you made it to the dad joke, guess what? We love you the mostest. Get excited. October series is around the corner, and we need your scary stories ASAP. So if you have scary stories, send them in immediately. This is not a drill.
Not a drill.
Not a drill. Immediately.
Mandy, have we got any in?
We've gotten some good ones so far, but we still need more. So keep sending them in.
Okay, so we've gotten some. We need more. So send in.
Big reminder, we are doing multiple
Supercast.
on Supercast. So if you are thinking about joining Supercast, now's the time. And you know what? If you're going to join and then dip out after, we support it. We understand.
Also, I don't want to give anything away, but now is the time to join Supercast.
Yes.
I'm just going to say it again. Same words, more emphasis. Things are coming, okay?
We love you so much, and we'll talk to you soon.
Love you. Bye.
Bye.